What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Caitlyn Clark, my new baby, has pissed off a lot of folks with her espousing her truth to Time magazine. So unless you've been living on the rock, you already know that Caitlyn Clark was named Time's Athlete of the Year, and I have absolutely no problem with that whatsoever. Y'all know I was critical of Caitlyn Clark. I even said that she was going to be a bust, and I was 100% completely wrong on that. And she was the Rookie of the Year, and she's lived up to the hype. And she has helped to revitalize the WNBA, which had been on hard times for the better part of 2 decades. But she said something in this interview that pissed off a lot of folks. A lot of folks who are trying to use her as a pawn in their ideological game against people who they see as their enemies. People, the same people who, voted probably for David Duke in the 1992 Democratic primaries, wherever he was on the ballot. The same people that would have been ardent George Wallace supporters a couple of generations ago. Those people, okay, they were looking at Caitlyn Clark as this beacon of supremacy. People who claim they don't like politics and sports, but these same people were politicizing sport and making it about something else. So this is what Caitlyn said. Quote, a lot of those players in the league that have been really good have been black players. This league has kind of been built on them. The more we can appreciate that, highlight that, talk about that, and then continue to have brands and companies invest in those players that have made this league incredible, I think it's very important. I have to continue to try to change that. The more we can elevate black women, that's going to be a beautiful thing. See, for some reason, her saying that is divisive. To these morons, her saying that, my new baby, Caitlyn Clark, that's divisive. But it's not divisive to go on here and call a bunch of players who play the NBA a bunch of woke black lesbians. Oh, when you're doing that, you're speaking truth. You're spitting facts. Calling people who you disagree with the woke black mob, the woke black lesbian mob. That's speaking facts. But what she said, continuing to bring public attention and creating economic opportunities for other players, primarily black players, but other players too. With her being the vessel to do that, to create attention and economic opportunities for her fellow players, that's a problem, because she's acknowledging that many of her so-called fans still don't know these other players. They only know Caitlyn Clark. Some of these people say, I only watch Caitlyn Clark play. So you're the problem, because you're not really watching this sport because you're a fan of basketball. You're only watching her because of what you think she represents. Because you people, and yeah, I said you people see her as a vessel, some vessel, imaginary vessel to live vicariously through, because you're not fulfilled in your own personal life. Otherwise, it wouldn't matter that much to you. Why does it matter so much that she's acknowledging anybody else? You guys are so insecure. You're the same ones who are so threatened by Juju Watkins, excuse me. You're so threatened by Juju Watkins. This girl's 19 years old. Already you feel the need to put her down. First you were saying she was so inefficient. Now that she's improved her efficiency, she doesn't make the players around her better, She don't make the players around her better. Her game's still incomplete. She doesn't do what Caitlyn does. Nah, Caitlyn's a whole other ball game. I mean, what type of name is Juju? Sounds like somebody that you have to watch at 2 o'clock in the morning on your home monitor. Might be stealing your packages off your front porch. I don't trust that name, Juju. Sounds like that's what she's gonna be controlled by too. If she ever gets into sports, blah blah blah, yakety schmackety. Filthy, disgusting behavior. Have I mentioned that she's my new baby? You see us cheek to cheek, doing Eskimo kisses with my big schnoz, my big Negro schnozola. Yeah. Pressing my big nigger lips against hers. Oh, it's so wonderful. Marvelous. I was so blind. Don't get me wrong, Angel Reese is still my main squeeze, but hey, Caitlyn, come here, baby. Baby, you're the greatest. Oh, these people are so mad, man. I thought you were supposed to be this supposed to be not about sports, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you know, you're always telling people to always tell these athletes to shut up and dribble. How about as a fan, you shut up and just watch the sport? Why is it okay for you to interject politics in the sports? How about as a fan, you shut up and just watch the sport and keep it about sports and keep politics out of sports? How about you do that? And going back to my original point, why is it that nobody knows who the best player in the WNBA is? Who is Aja Wilson? Why doesn't anybody know that? Hell, it took me months to pronounce her first name properly. Why? Because the WNBA is not being talked about by ESPN, aka BSPN, Fox, quote unquote fake sports. They're not being talked about, and you guys don't care about them. And you keep talking, and they keep creating this narrative that all these players are magically hating on Caitlyn Clark because of the color of her skin. But funny, Sue Bird never had that problem. Rebecca Lobo never had that problem. You know what I'm saying? Paige Beckers, or Buchers, whatever her name is, she's not going to have that problem. Oh, by the way, that's another player that they once was trying to make their girl, but she's come out as being, progressive, so they gave up on her, which proves again this is all about politics. That's what this is all about. And I'm sorry. If you want it to be that, Caitlyn need to shut up and dribble, because y'all did this before. Remember a couple months ago, I think Caitlyn liked some posts that was a tacit endorsement of Kamala, and people was crashing out then saying that they weren't going to watch her anymore. I give up on her. She's woke, blah, blah, blah. So really what it is, you just don't agree with her politics. Because if she came out as a Trump supporter, you go, Caitlyn, go. Yeah, somebody is really for us. You guys just want to have basically the sports equivalent of Trump in basketball or in sports general, which is what I've always suspected in sports. I suspected that was to a degree when it comes to Tom Brady. I've always suspected that was the case. Okay, and I think I was proven correct when all of these New England fans magically disappeared when Tom Brady got traded to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And all of a sudden, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had all these fans, which, by the way, they disappeared when Tom Brady retired. So you guys were never really New England Patriot fans. You were just Tom Brady fans. Fine, you can be a Tom Brady fan. Okay. But I also noticed some Tom Brady fans, some of them, were saying some stuff that was a little bit, racist. But it's gotten worse. It's gotten worse. So, like my brother 78 Sports TV said, if the ratings drop next year, then we'll know what it is. You guys were never fans of the sport. You were trying to live vicariously through this. By the way, why are you even mad? Didn't your guy just get elected president again? What are you guys even mad about? You guys are perpetually angry. You're just as bad as the left. Perpetually angry about everything. Nothing satisfies you guys. You won the Senate. You won the House of Representatives. You won the presidency. You have a 6-3 majority in the Senate. In the Supreme Court. Might become a 7-2 supermajority. What are you mad about? Still angry. Want to control everything. God, man. Kenny just spoke her truth. That's all. That's all. So, me and Caitlyn, we're going to spend a quiet evening here. This image looks a little similar. It's basically, I've taken this from Jungle Fever. That's all this is. It's Jungle Fever. Or would this be Jungle Gym Fever? No, that's not right. So you can't say Jungle Gym Fever. Don't fit right. Well, Jungle Fever Part 2. I've taken a hankering to Caitlyn now. I see the good in her. You know what I'm saying? She got great qualities. Great qualities. Great qualities this girl got has, And she had to leave out of Indiana for a second, you know what I'm saying? She had to get away from the cornfields. She had to get away from, the rolling hay. And she got to roll in the sack, with old apocalypse. Old Tupacalypse. Old Tupacalypse. She's got to roll in the hay with old Tupacalypse. So anyway, that's all I got to say about it. Tell me what you guys think.